Hello guys, right, I'm proper scraping the barrel tonight. It's been, in the past 2 weeks, I've been in the shops twice, so in 2 weeks I haven't done a full shop. First Thursday I got some pastry, some vegetables, and then I went again, Thursday gone. What did I buy? I think I bought some sugar-free sweets. Abigail was coming, so I bought some streaky bacon for Saturday for lunch. No, for breakfast. And do some batches. Some salmon for CC. But I haven't done a proper full shop for a fortnight. So I'm scraping the barrel tonight. This is what I've got. I've got some chickpeas. I've got some passata that was in the freezer, half of that. I've got some kale, which is still good to eat. And the carrots are looking a bit dodgy, so, and these spring onions, they're looking alright, aren't they? So I'm going to chop them up, and I'm going to make a little dish of the chickpeas in the sauce with some spices and the tomato, the passata, and just do it in the pan, you know, like I've done once before. Kay gave me an idea, you know, Kirsten, my friend Kirsten Kay, for one to do with the beans, but I haven't got the ingredients in, so I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow and I'll probably do that. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to slice them, thinly slice them. I'll show you. And yeah, they're a bit soft, but I think they're still edible. I'm going to wash the kale and I'm going to slice that as well. So that's what I've done, slice them into little discs like that. And I've done some chicken now. I had no eggs, did another breast of chicken, sliced it. I haven't went to get the eggs. Well, I used my last egg yesterday for my tea. So I've just mixed it in the flour and the spices. I'm going to shallow fry that, see how it turns out. So bear with me guys while I wash my kale and slice my kale. So there's my chicken. It'll either work or it won't work. I think it will work, but we shall see. It smells absolutely delicious. I've also got a bit of ricotta cheese left over. Not a lot. Not a great deal, but I might put that in for a bit of creaminess. Tell you what else I bought when I went shopping as well. I bought some Greek yogurt and one banana because I was making some cookies and I used half a banana in my cookies. So bear with me. I showed you my chickpeas, didn't I? So that's everything to make the meal, and my spices. I'll just get my spices hold on. A little bit of moisture in there. I'm going to let that cook out. I'm not going to lie, I've never used chickpeas before. I've used them in a stew, but not as a standalone. So, going to see what they turn out like. There's my kale and my spring onions. So, I'm heating my pan up like I always do for 2 minutes. I've drained my chickpeas. They're in water and I don't rinse them because it's got a bit of thickness in it. I think that'll thicken up the stew. Now, you could use a stock cube if you wanted to, because obviously, normally I'd use a tin of tomatoes, but I haven't got any. So I'm only going to be able to use this. I might add a stock cube if I feel like it needs some water. I don't know. Just going to test my flavours. I'm going to do my curry powder, garlic granules, onion granules, trusty ground turmeric, and some paprika, and I'm going to do my chicken in this rice bran oil that I got from Sainsbury's. I think that was £2, which is really good. So I've sliced all my kale. Just show you that now. That, I know things have a sell-by date on them, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but you just do you. So there's my kale. And my onions sliced. There's me. My frying pan. So as you know, I just lower that down, don't I? Right down. I'm going to stick my chickpeas in and fry them off for a bit. They've got a bit of moisture in. I'll just show you. Bear with me. Say tonight it's slim pickings, but let's see if I can do it on a budget. Let's see if I can do it. So, yeah. So, where's my wooden spoon? Hold on. Oh, can't find my wooden spoon, guys. Give us a minute. So, I've hired the heat up a little bit just to cook them off, and then just so they heat through a bit. We'll see what it turns out like. I was adamant that I wasn't going to do a proper shop till payday. Does anyone else get like that? Do you know, sometimes we can just go out and spend and spend and spend and spend, and we don't look in the cupboards at what we've got. And, you know, I'm not poor, but I'm not rich, and sometimes it's nice to be able to think, well, can I use what's in my cupboard? And, you know, I am on a budget, so I like to live on a budget. So I'm just going to cook them down a bit and add my kale. Bear with me. What I'm doing is hide the gas up. It's me. To that. It's always in the middle with me, you know, where I have my settings. That's me safe heat. And then just going to let that bubble down and cook out for a bit. And then I'm going to add this and my spices. So see, I load it right down. I'll show you the ring that I've got it on. That one. And I'm going to add some spices, and then it's lowered right down to there. And I'm going to put my spices in, might add a bit of water, see how it is in a minute, and stick my lid on and let that sweat out. So I've added my spices. As I always say, where's my spoon? You add yours to taste. I've lowered that right down. Just put in what you want to taste. I'm not going to tell you what spices to use, because if you like spicy food, then, you know, you'll add more. And we all have our own preference, don't we, for spices. Now, if you're a vegetarian and you're on a budget, you could just start this with that. Or vegetarians eat eggs, don't they? You could have a little egg with it, or a bit of cottage cheese. I've got some cottage cheese in the fridge. I'll show you the emptiness of my fridge at the moment. It's never been known, but I've done it. 2 weeks, there you go, that's what I've got. I've got some bacon there. Oh, I forgot about that bacon. Got some bacon left over there. There's the carrots, but I don't know whether I'd put them in. But I'm still going to eat them, they're alright. That's my fridge. And then I'll show you my cupboard. So it really is at the last of it. But I could still get a meal in there, couldn't I? There's all my trusty nuts and my bits. And I could still make a loaf. Look, there's all me. So I've still got loads in. I wouldn't starve. But it's just good to do, isn't it? And save yourself some money. You know, as I say, I'm not minting. I'm on my own. Not on a great wage, and I have had times in my life where I've had very, very little to live on. Not as that much now, do you know what I mean? But it has been like that for me. So just give yourself a little challenge if you're on a budget. See, get your shopping in, and then just top up. You know, go out and maybe buy a bit of veg and use your tins. What you've got in the cupboard, you know, if you buy beans and pulses and that, so use them. Get them, just think outside the box. You know, I'll have to, don't you? Well, I enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's good, and it's good for you. Get your brain ticking. Now, this looks a bit like an, is it a doll? Let me show you, hold on. Is it? What do you reckon, guys? Anyway, it looks nice, doesn't it? Stuck the lid on, I've added a tiny little bit of water, just say, see that cup there? Just as though if you were making a cup of tea, a milk's worth, you know, a big splash of. And then I'm just going to let that cook down for a bit. So, there you go. Excuse me. Do you know what, guys? I'm not even sure I want to add that. So it's gone a bit like a doll. Might just add half a stock cube. Not a full one, because it would be too salty. I'm going to let it cook out for a bit. But it's nice like that, and I can use that tomorrow in something else, can't I? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I thought Cece's my dog. It hurt her leg today in the garden. She was having a play. Got a massive garden. It's live in a block flat, so it's massive. And she started limping. Anyway, I think she's been a bit too rambunctious, is it? She has balls in the garden, and with the heat, because she's a French bulldog, she got herself a bit overheated. So we're going to have warm weather all this week, aren't we? So put the balls away. Don't want to hurt myself, do I? But checked her, and she seems fine. I don't know whether she got a bit of cramp or something, but she seems all right. She's jumping about, but keep my eye on her, eh? So I'm going to add half a stock cube. This is a chicken one because it's all I've got. But if you were a veggie, you could add a vegetable one, couldn't you? Okay. I added the stock cube. It's just cooking out. I'm going to stick the lid back on. I might add a tiny bit more water. But I quite like the look of that. Do you know what I mean? And with them, there's the chicken. So I'm going to fry in a bigger frying pan tonight. But yeah. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? There she is. She seems alright. I've checked her feet and that. I thought she had something in her paw at first, but she seems okay. Oh, she's a worry because she's so fast, you see. But she seems okay. I'll keep my eye on her. Just dead fast French bulldogs, aren't they? So, say hello. Beautiful, isn't she? She's my baby in the kitchen. The reason I didn't fully drain the chickpeas off is because they are like a thickening agent, aren't they? I know they're used for something, aren't they? Can't you make meringues with them or something like that? Don't know, I'm not sure. Half a story. Oh. I'll have a little taste test, as you always do. Gonna cook it out a bit more, but just to see whether the flavours are okay. I'm gonna add the ricotta cheese at the end. Might add a tiny bit of that, but not. There's half of that left. I was gonna add all of it. I just might add a smidgen. I think it might need a bit of salt. Bear with. That's better. I do about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you know, I don't add salt, but if I need salt, excuse me, I will add it. So just do cook it without first, and you can always add it, can't you? Okay, keep that stock cube and just put it back in the box. It's not going to go off. It might go a bit hard, but it's not going to go off. So I put these in now. As I said, I didn't have an egg to dip them in before I did the flour and the spices. I don't know how they're going to turn out, but I'm going to batch cook them. I've got some more there, but I'm going to batch cook them and see how they turn out. I think they'll be fine. What I'd say is when you put them in, just give them a little move about in a pan, because they might stick a bit. These did, so just move them. It's only because they've got no egg on them, so they're quite dry. But there's the batch cooked. I think they look nice. Very good. A little taste test, eh? Not crispy because they haven't crisped up because you haven't got the egg, but they're lovely. Nice. What was I liking them to? Janine's. That's what I liking them to. So I just did them a couple of minutes on each side, not too much because they're only thin. The ricotta cheese in. I don't think I'd have got another day out of that, and I didn't want to waste it. I'm going to do the taste test with that when I've dished it out, but just made it a little bit more wet, but I think that looks nice. And then that's the amount of chicken I got off one chicken breast, and I think they look lovely. So I'm going to plate up now and do a taste test with you. So there it is. I'm going to get 2 meals out of that because I've got a load left there and a load left there. And that, I'd say, tops has cost me £3 to make. Say the chicken breast 150, chickpeas 50p, spices, so should we say 20p, so that's 220. The veggies, so 2 spring onions, should we say 30p, 250, and your kale 50p. So yeah, £3, so 150 a meal, which I think is really good. Right, let's say the proof's in the tasting, don't they? So This is like my top, £2 this top was pre-Marnie sale. So let's have a go. That is really, really delicious, honestly. So it just goes to show if you're on a budget, you can still make nice meals, wholesome meals that's full of fibre, got your protein in, especially if you were veggie. You wouldn't have to have the chicken. If you could have some tofu or something like that. It's Aldi do one in the fridge at the moment. It's not called tofu. I think it's about 60p. Can't remember what it's called. I'll find out. It does begin with a T, so you could substitute it for that. But you've got your protein in your chickpeas, you've got your veggies, you've got all your spices which are good for you, and you've got that bit of cheese which has got your dairy. Now that's just what I had left in the fridge. I could probably go another couple of days without shopping, never really put my mind to it. But I just wanted to share that. You know, if you're on a budget, or if you can't get out, if you really think outside the box, and I just look and see what have I got in and what can I do, and I'll have a go, and if it works, it works, if it doesn't, it doesn't. So let's try the chicken. Bear with me. It's absolutely lovely. And you know what would go nice with? A piece of bread, like a nice... Now I've seen that. Have you seen me bread one? The spelt flour I got. If you've got a Nectar card at the moment, that's on offer in Sainsbury's. I think it's about £1 off. Now that's a really easy bread to make. I haven't got any left because I ate it all. I'm going to make some more tomorrow. But or soda bread, that's another easy one to make. It'd be nice, but it just goes to show, if you lay out, you know, for your, even if you buy one thing a week, like one spices, Aldi do the spices in the bags, don't they? I showed you that. Oh, sorry, just knocked my knife off. But these are in Aldi, and that's a good price for your, sorry, Cece's just going to have some, can't have curry, Cece. Sorry. I'm back. If you know me, you know me. So yeah, if you just buy, say, one thing, that's what I did. I bought things weekly, and now I've got a cupboard full of like flour and stuff like that, and all my spices, and they last for ages, you know. So anyway, I'll have another taste, bear with me. So just wanted to show you that. Don't be dropping that knife again, Janine. It is possible to do it, isn't it? If you have a little think outside the box, and the more you do it, the more you think, you know, oh, I could make that, I could make that. And everything I've ever made, you know, I haven't been on YouTube for long, but I've been cooking for quite a while now. It's always worked out. So have a go, guys. All right. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself and love yourself. Bye.